Hey guys, wanted to make a video about a little problem I've been having, and that is the comfort of my stock seat. I have the 2014 Dyna Lowrider. There's different options. Obviously, you can get a different seat, which will run you $300 and up. Some people have taken their stock seat and shipped it off to a company that actually will take up the leather and put in different padding. Adjust the seat so maybe you're moved closer or a little higher or whatever you want. Thought about that, but was never really too excited about doing it. I knew that one of the options out there was using sheepskin. And I guess I never really gave that a lot of thought. Like, how's that going to help, right? I did try some gel pads before with my previous bike, and those things did not work out. So I just kind of resigned myself that it is what it is. After about an hour, it's just not the most comfortable thing in the world. Most of my rides, about 60 to 90 minutes, so that lasts a little bit. I shift around in the seat, it's a little uncomfortable, and then I'm done my ride. Well, time came, I was like, you know what, it's time to do something about this. So I watched some videos about sheepskin, started to learn a little bit about it, and thought I'd give it a try. So I'm going to tell you what I tried, what worked, what didn't, just do a little bit of a brief education on sheepskin, and maybe you'll find that this helps you. So where my search led me first was an outfit called Alaska Leather, and they sell on eBay as well as Amazon. First, let me show you a little bit about my bike. All right, so here she is, my Dyna Lowrider. Here is the stock seat. Now, as you can see, it has a lumbar pad that is removable. For my purposes, I need that pad, otherwise my feet are just too far from the forward controls. The pad is great for what it does, moves you a little closer, but it doesn't do anything for your butt when you're sitting. In terms of the size of this seat, the width is about 13 inches at its widest point. And from the tip up by the gas tank, down and then up the lumbar pad, about 16. So 13 by 16 inches is the area that you want to improve. I started with a 12 by 16 inch sheepskin butt pad from Alaska Leather. It pretty much fit perfectly on the seat, and I thought it was going to be a great option. But what I found is 12 by 16 was just a little too small in the width, because you could definitely feel where the sheepskin stopped on each side of your hips. Really uncomfortable. I knew immediately, one ride, this was not going to work. The height of the pile, I guess if you're talking carpet, you talk pile height, but when it comes to sheepskin, they use the term loft. The loft was about 1 inch in height, 1 to 1.5 inch. It was pretty low. So it really didn't offer a lot, in my opinion, when it came to solving the comfort issue. That particular one, the Alaska Leather 12 by 16, was considered a small. So the small in the 1 inch loft was $60 shipped to my door. That one I got on eBay, and they took it back, no questions asked. Okay, so it was back to the drawing board. Next thing I did, just looking through Google, I found sheepskinshop.com. And these guys are from Canada. And they have like every imaginable size, color, sheepskin you could imagine. I ended up ordering a full sheepskin, and wait till you see what this looks like. This is a full sheepskin. This piece is 37 inches long, and the width varies between 18 and 22 inches. Now, the idea with this is you just cut it to the size of your seat. The little pad that I got had a strap on it already, and it was very easy to just slide under the seat and clip it together. This doesn't have that. So after cutting it to size, I'd have to find a way to attach it to the seat. So that was one thing I wasn't sure how to do. But what I noticed with this right away when I got it, it was advertised that the loft would be 1.5 to 3 inches, and it is definitely like 2.5 to 3 inches. and that makes a world of difference when it comes to comfort. This couch is actually pretty uncomfortable, but this sheepskin makes it really feel good. So I decided I'm just going to keep this up here on the couch in my man cave. But having it, it answered a lot of questions. I threw it on the bike as is, went out for an 80-mile ride, and that sealed the deal. So I now knew that I definitely want a larger size sheepskin for the bike. I want something with a strap, and I definitely want something with a 3-inch loft. This sheepskin from Sheepskin Shop from Canada to my door, $65. I mean, I could not believe how inexpensive that was. So this was really nice, and I'm just going to keep it up here. So now back to the bike. So that search took me back again to Alaska leather. And this time on Amazon, I found a medium size pad. The first one that I bought, the 12 by 16, was considered a small. I found a medium that was advertised as 1.5 to 3-inch loft. And when I got it, I was very happy. It came today, and the loft is about 2.5 to 3 inches. So it is nice and full, just like the full piece that I got, but it fits perfectly. Let me show you what that looks like. The medium is 15 inches wide and still 16 inches in length. You can see it has sewn onto it the straps, and then it comes with the piece that goes under the seat. I'll show you it installed in a moment. But what this gave me is the 16 inches from front to back was just right. And the width now hangs off about 1 inch on each side of the seat. Doesn't sound like much, but compared to the one that was just a little too narrow, it is perfect. It is so super comfortable when you sit on it. So on the underside of the seat, the strap is just going to go across like that, clip on to each side. So here it is installed, and yeah, I guess it does kind of look like you ran over an animal, field dressed it on the side of the road and threw its pelt on top of your bike. But it is so comfortable. I mean, it has really done wonders for this seat. I recommend both of these companies, Sheepskin Shop and Alaska Leather. Once you have this one attached, you can slide it around a little bit. It's not super rigid, fixed in one spot. You can find a lot out about this on sheepskinshop.com. They have a lot of frequently asked questions. So it does certainly look different. I guess that's something you have to decide if you're okay with. But for me personally, the length of my rides and stuff, this is going to be a real big improvement. So if you got issues with comfort, you're not ready to go get a whole new seat, you might want to check out a sheepskin pad.